The temperatures might be cold in the area, but the real estate market is very hot. Let's take a look and see what happened in January in the Reno, Sparks, and Northern Nevada real estate market for the month of January. Let's take a look. Looking at how we compared over December, we did drop just slightly, a couple thousand, from basically 450 down to 446 for median home price here in the area. So just a slight dip, which we're normally a little bit of a dip in the winter times. Comparing it though from last year, I always like to look at see what the previous month to month was, and from December to January last year it actually went up. This time it went down just slightly, so kind of interesting. Doesn't really it's so little of a change that it doesn't necessarily mean anything specific, but it's always fascinating to see how our market's changing, and it's probably good that we just dip just slightly, and so we'll see what happens. It dipped in February last year. Will we dip again for February this year? Stay tuned and we'll find out next month. Average days to contract by month, we dropped even more. Look at the steady decline we've been having month after month after month. We're down under 30 now, down to 26 days to contract. That's the day we put your home on the market to the day we get an accepted offer. And a lot of times it's a lot faster than 26 days. Normally we're seeing weekends basically. A lot of times people put their home on the market on a Thursday or Friday and are accepting an offer that Monday. So that's kind of been the big pattern we've been seeing a lot lately, and it's multiple offers after multiple offers. Just this week alone, I wrote 2 offers, and both times one of them was 13 other offers on the property. Another one we were five offers. So it's very competitive right now with our inventory, but you know, that's why we're working together to hopefully get your offer accepted. And check out this video right up here to see my video on 7 ways to get your offer accepted in a multiple offer situation. Taking a look at the active inventory with our new listings as well as our solds, and you can see our inventory continues to drop down to 200 homes in all of Reno and Sparks. That's right, single family homes all in just the Reno Sparks area. So we've just been on a steady decline as well. Are we going to go under 200 for February? I really hope not. I really hope we start seeing a spring market boost. We'll find out. We did have listings bump up from 306 up to 370 for new listings coming on the market. So hopefully we see that continue to trend upward for February as well. But our solds did drop a little bit in January. That's always a lagging number. So those are normally homes that got under contract in 30 to 45 days before, which holiday time. So that's very, very usual to see that number drop for solds in January. Month supply of inventory. We're always shooting for that 5 to 7 month range, and we're down to half a month. It's basically 2 weeks. So we've got a little over 2 weeks of inventory on the market here. We did bump up just slightly, but we're very, very low on inventory right now. How low on inventory are we in the price range you might want to purchase in? Take a look at these numbers. Some of them are pretty crazy. I mean, if you look at it between the million and over, that's almost 50 of those 200 homes. So basically about a quarter of the homes on the for sale are $1 million plus, and then the other 3/4 are below. So there's not a whole lot of active inventory homes. They're going so quickly. They're here today, gone tomorrow. So we're seeing it go very quickly. What I like to call my forecasting graph. This is kind of telling us how our market's going to be for the next month or two, because these are new contracts. Like I said, it takes about 30 to 45 days in most instances to get from offer accepted to closing day with any mortgage. So with that, we can always see what we're going to be looking at in the next month or two. Well, we can see that we bumped up a little bit for new contracts, which is normal, off of December because, again, holiday time, less people purchasing during that time. So we did bump up just slightly, 416. Compare that to last December though, last January though, is 524. So not as big of a jump as we saw last year. So kind of interesting. We'll see what happens there. We did have that snowstorm in January, a good little dumping of snow on us for a couple of days, which we definitely needed. But not sure if that completely affected it, but we'll continue to see what happens. Looking nationally, remember this always lags 1 month, so we're looking at December now. 1.9 months supply of inventory nationwide. So not as dramatic as Reno, but we are still seeing this dramatic inventory loss nationwide. I network with agents all across the industry all the time, and kind of we mastermind over how we can help our clients better and things like that. And we're all struggling with our inventory in every single market. So we'll see what happens for this year, if we'll bring some more inventory in to hopefully help everyone out. Let's take a look at the localized markets and jump right into Reno specifically for single family homes. $470,500. We dropped down from that $500 historical mark we hit last year. So a decent little drop for it, but still, the market's moving. Look at the inventory, did drop over 26.5%, down to only 160 homes in Reno. New listings, even though they did jump up just a little bit, wasn't enough. Looking at Sparks, it jumped up just a little bit, 3% for median sales price. The new listings, they actually had a good little bump on new listings, but look at the inventory dropped almost 26%. 40 homes in all of Sparks. That's it. 19 days to contract too. So selling very quickly. Driving east out to Fernley, stayed about the same almost for median sold price there. We did see the solds drop, and new listings though jumped up a good amount as well. Active inventory, another month of it dropping out there as well. Days to contract jumped up a bit too. Carson City, I'm just gonna focus right there in the dead center of this graph. 8 days on market on average. That's how long it's taking to get an offer accepted down there. I mean, there's only 20 homes on the market, so even though they had 54 new homes hit the market last month, only 20 available. So as you can see, it's very competitive down in Carson City as well. Driving a little bit further south to Minden-Gardnerville, we're going to go back to that center. 5, that's right, 5 days on market. That's the median. So remember, median is, that means half of them are less than 5. Half of those closings. So that is, that's just crazy to me. I was going through that and I was just like, oh my goodness. So the market is very strong down there as well. 52 new listings or came on the market, but out of the 32 inventory, it did drop. So it's everywhere in all of Northern Nevada. So it's very, very tight on inventory right now. So we'll see if we get that spring market. Fingers crossed, everyone cross your fingers with me that we get that spring inventory. Taking a look at a little affordable option for Reno and Sparks, condos and townhomes. Always watch the HOA. If you have questions on HOA and what that all entails, let me know. But $245,000 median sales price. So it did drop down almost 10%. So a decent little price drop. And taking a look at the new listings, we didn't see as many listings come on in January as expected. So, and of course, inventory drop. We're 68 on average for the month of January. Just briefly touching on COVID, I didn't really want to recover things. If you haven't watched my video on the forecast for 2021, click right up here. You're going to be taken and watch my forecast for 2021, what's going to happen in the Reno real estate market and nationally in real estate for 2021. So definitely click up there to watch that right now, and I cover a lot of the COVID topics there. Finally, mortgage rate projections, they're very low right now, very low. We are starting to see them tick up just a little bit in this last week, I've heard. So definitely if you are looking to get on the market, I mean, as you can see, we are estimating them to continue to trend upward for the rest of the year, especially as the economy improves. We're going to probably see interest rates start to ease up a little bit too, might be up a little bit more. So if you're looking to get that low interest rate, now might be the best time to together. Let's start looking at purchasing a home and what that might cost for you. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope it is an amazing year with everything. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me anytime. Shoot me a text, email, call me. I'm always more than happy to take your call. Be sure to watch my forecast video over here. Subscribe to me if you have not already. Hit the like button below too if you haven't had a chance already. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.